So in this video, I want to show you how to easily and quickly self-check whether you have some diastasis recti, so a separation in the abdominal muscles. So I'm lying on my back with my knees bent and my feet flat on the floor, and my back, really my whole back and shoulders are nicely supported flat on the floor, or you can do it on a bed, on a firm bed, that works fine. And so I'm just going to show you on myself how I would help someone check. But as I always say, if you're unsure, or if you find out that you have had some level of diastasis recti, and especially if you're beyond 12 weeks postnatal, I think it's always best to go and see a woman's physio and to have things checked thoroughly, especially in conjunction with your pelvic floor and other things that might be going on in your body. So this is just really a guide for at-home checking. So yeah, I'm lying on my back. And so the first thing that you might want to do is just observe your tummy. Take this opportunity also to not judge your tummy, but really wonder in the amazing thing that it's just been doing in growing a baby. And first you might notice maybe some areas where there's maybe some stretch marks, or here, I mean, I've had two pregnancies with some strange positioning in pregnancy as well. So definitely have area of stretch mark here, and so some softness here. And then you can explore. So these are your two bands of the rectus abdominis. And then you can explore the midline here. So the line that runs in the middle where your belly button is. And you can feel, maybe explore the softness of that area. So in me, I can definitely feel that this is much softer when my tummy is nice and relaxed in the middle. Squishy tummy, as my children call it, but it's much firmer here and towards my groin as well. So this is in a completely relaxed position. Now, one thing that you can do to check, which is one of the things that they would tell you, I think, on some NHS websites, is you're just going to gently lift your head and shoulders off the floor without doing anything, and see if there's any bulging. So I'm trying to keep my tummy really relaxed. I'm really used to engaging my core to protect my back. So there you can see a little bit of bulging. So you might see a doming, which might be much bigger if your diastasis is big, over the tummy there, which are your abdominal contents pushing through that gap because the connective tissue is weak. So if you have some doming there, you have some diastasis. So come back down, which is, again, nothing to be panicked about. It's just good to know. And very normal if you are less than 12 weeks postnatal, as the gap is going to slowly move to close, especially if you're helping it. So that's one way to check. My preferred way of checking this is to first establish good deep breathing pattern. So maybe 3 deep breaths through the tummy and the ribcage. And then on the exhale, take a full exhale, and again, lift your head and shoulders off the mat. And then again, on that exhale, exploring that midline and seeing how deep you can dig your fingers into that gap. So for me here, I mean, I'm quite a few years postnatal now. I can't really dig my fingers here deep, nor here. But I definitely have more softness in the middle. You can also turn your fingers in the width, so harder to see there on the camera, and see how big your gap is. So here I can't really dig my fingers at all, but I definitely have an area around the belly button where I can fit maybe 1.5 finger in there. And then coming down, so you can really measure that. And then, so not to panic, but it's good to know if you are 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, sometimes more, in the width. Now, the last thing that is good to do, we're going to do that same lift. So inhaling, then exhaling with a lift. And then at the same time, engage your pelvic floor. Now you might feel even more tension here, which means your diastasis is probably functional if you can muster quite a bit of tension in the connective tissue in the midline by performing a full core engagement. And that's it. Wonderful. So I hope it's been helpful. And again, as I said, if any doubt, just go and see a woman's physio and to have things checked thoroughly, especially in conjunction with your pelvic floor and other things that might be going on in your body.